So my work actually is the work with new devices, a new hearing aid, and the new system is an implantable system which exists since about 12 years, and all over the world there have been about 4,000 people implanted with this device, and it is really better, the patients say that, than a normal hearing aid. Why it is better? It is better because it doesn't need any loudspeaker in its device. It is implanted, and there's the ossicular chain, and is directly fixed to the ossicular chain, and then the vibrations can be transmitted directly to the ossicular chain and from there to the inner ear. So this system doesn't need any loudspeaker. The system is implanted, and you have just above the ear a little tiny external part which is held magnetically, and in this external part is the battery, the microphone, and the computer system. So everything you have to change is outside. So the first patient I implanted 11 years ago, and he still is wearing it, and he is still happy with the device, and we can compare him also with normal hearing aids, and he never would wear a normal hearing aid anymore. So the patients tell me that this device has with its completely new technology, gives another sound to the ears, a better sound and a better amplification. So there was one patient in 2003 who told me, well, when I switch on my device, my tinnitus is completely gone. Completely. So I had this in mind when the founder of Tinnitus Research Initiative came to visit me, and I proposed him to implant himself, and he told me, well, I'm afraid of the operation, but give this device for 5 patients, and I pay for that. And so we started to study with this device, also paid by the company who developed it. It was the company of Medel in Innsbruck, in Tyrol. And the good thing of this device is that the developer of the device himself has tinnitus and hearing loss. It's an engineer called Jeffrey Ball, and he himself is implanted in both ears. So this is a good reason to show the patients, well, even who developed the device wears it and is happy with it. So in this actual study, I implant the device in patients who suffer with tinnitus and hearing loss in the high frequencies, and where normal hearing aids couldn't help. So then we implant them, and we have a very, very good results. And there is a special finding out of this study telling us that those who have a so-called residual inhibition, in those patients the tinnitus is gone when you activate the implant. Residual inhibition means you give the patient with tinnitus the tinnitus tone, and for 1 minute on his ear, and then you switch off the external tinnitus tone, and in some cases his internal tinnitus tone disappears for some minutes, for some seconds, whatever, and this phenomena is called residual inhibition. And if this residual inhibition is there, and also hearing loss in high frequency, and you have no benefit with normal hearing aids, then this is the ideal indication for this device, for the implantable hearing aid.